You already know. Ether in the building. I want to thank my Heavenly Father, my ancestors, archangels, extended arch, extended angels, regular angels, extended ancestors, all light beings, all divine beings, all high vibrational beings. Excuse me. Yeah, I was eating some popcorn, trying to get it out my teeth, so pardon me. Mm, mm. I want to tell you some real shit, true factual shit. And I believe I did this in another video. I said what I'm about to say, but I got extra to say with it. And I think I got the other part too, but not in the same video. In the same video. Excuse me. Like, right now, life got me tripping, right? Or you could say it's trippy. I'm not tripping, but it's trippy. If y'all understand that terminology, it's real borderline fantasy reality. That's as close as I could, break it down to, the smallest for me right now. But it's real trippy. Like, um, I've never been a church person. I'm not in no church. Never really been in church except for when I was in Catholic school, going to, they little sessions in there because I was in their school. And I knew what it was about, but I didn't understand nothing because a lot of it was they was the people speaking in Latin. I don't know Latin, so you could say I was kind of lost there. So, but I've read the Bible. I have, watched different TV shows or movies, you might say, cinema joints that, did their best at their time to capture what they were supposed to capture. And they actually did. I commend them, all of them, the actors, the photographers, the set makers. Like, y'all did your damnedest to, bring it to light. I don't know. I believe that's what I'm gonna say. I believe that it was, divinely led, and all should pat yourselves on the back for the exceptional work that y'all did on those biblical stories. And there's a lot of other work that I really haven't seen, but I have caught some. That Moses TV series, but that's on a church station or whatever. Um, and it's pretty interesting. You know, they they had other stories. It wasn't movies. It was actually like a TV series or whatever. But damn good. Um, I said that to say this. I had, little miracles, or yeah, I would say miracles, or visitations from either an angel or my Lord Jesus Christ Himself. I told you about the story about me and my ex, one of my exes. Before I was going to jail, he was trying to get it on that situation. True. That whole time that I was in jail, I was living like a king. From other prisoners and also officers. I ain't no bully. I ain't no gang member. I wasn't busting my gack in there. But yet, I didn't have a care in the world. I didn't have to look over my shoulder. And when certain individuals from any sect looked at like they wanted to have a problem with me, get loud with me, and God forbid, try to put their hands on me, or shoot me. I'm talking about jail talk. Another shooter stepped up, or multiple shooters stepped up, and not from the same set. When I mean I'm neutral, I'm not just saying that I ain't associated, which I ain't associated. I ain't looking for blood in, whatever, however the Crips or Muslim, however, they be initiated into, whatever, the Nietas, Latin Kings, you know. I was able to float around with all of them. It was kind of funny. It was like motherfuckers was like kind of kind of fighting over a nigga. Like it was kind of crazy, but not fighting. Like if I'm over here fucking with these niggas, you know, these niggas gotta call me. Yo, come on, come through. I get over there. I finally get over there to these niggas. These niggas wanna call me. Yeah. Everybody wanna show love, which is crazy. It was so crazy. This is now. It was the first time in jail. Didn't go up north, but all Rikers Island. C-74. And we talking about like 92, 93. So it was wild in there, especially the adolescents. At the time, I still consider that as adolescent. So you know, had a couple of altercations, niggas going wild out, or, felt a certain type of way. And every time somebody felt a certain type of way, I had problems. And it wasn't for me. That's God. That was his hand that had them looking at me as, leave that one alone. It was so crazy. Niggas would ask me, this is God, all the truth. Niggas would ask me if it's all right to smoke. What? Fuck you asking me for? Nigga, we in jail. We don't supposed to have cigarettes, weed, whatever. This is what we doing there. This is what y'all doing there. This is whatever. I'm talking about real life here. Drugs is in jail. Drugs will always be in jail. Either it slips past on the visit, or officer himself or herself is bringing it in. And that's just straight facts. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. So, now we're gonna get off of that. That's just, one of my testimonies, or two of my testimonies. The thing with my ex-girl, how he presented myself to me. If y'all want to know about that, y'all can go back and find it just in the early videos or whatever, because everything I got to say will bring you up to par to where we at right now, or wherever y'all catch me at when y'all do catch me. And if you do, praise the Lord, because he sent me your way, because you didn't know to look for me. I know that for a fact. But something made you click, or I automatically just popped up on your screen, and however I was talking caught your attention, and you continued to watch. So it was meant for you to hear this. Nothing that happens is really coincidence. Everything that happens is for a reason. If it happened, it was something. For something is there that you're supposed to pay attention to, learn from it, and keep it moving. If you don't learn for it, you're gonna be stuck there for a little minute, and you're gonna go through some shit. And don't be mad. Don't feel bad. Don't even, beat yourself up, because it's a part of life to make mistakes. It's a part of life to explore. You don't know until you know, unless you know, right? And if you know, it's because you explored. And if you didn't explore it, and just know that you did explore it. You just didn't explore it in this lifetime. But your soul remembers, and in the lifetime that you in now, that you ain't indulging in anything. It's because of that remembrance. How unconscious is actually our higher self trying to come out. And the more tests that you pass, the more lessons that you acquire, eventually you'll graduate. And when you graduate, it's a whole new level, all new devils. But, you know, like in the video game, how you can find different shit and they give you different powers, power ups, and, a weapon of some type, a free life, you know, an invincible shield type shit. You'll get new gifts to be able to deal with the new devils. And this is actually going on in life. I got it as a video game right now. But it's true. If you play any video game or any game, there's rules. When you play within the rules, and you heard what I just said, when you play within the rules, and it's not cheating. When you play within the rules, you using the rules. So if it ain't nothing in the rules saying that you can't do it, can you do it or can you not do it? Most likely you could do it, right? So I'm trying to give y'all the rules of this matrix, this game, this illusion, this dream, this collective dream that we all experiencing in our own way. But at the same time, believe it or not, as you experience something, and I'm not experiencing it, I experience it anyway. I know I be sounding crazy. I only sound crazy to the people that hasn't really expanded their minds. Because it ain't a double talk. It's the truth. And when you respect the truth and know the truth, you know the truth when you hear it. And if you don't, you weigh it. Because if you know, it was already weighed. If you already know, you know you weighed that. And what do I mean by weighed? Weighed means experience. Go semi-in-depth. Reason why I say semi, because as you start looking into, the further you go, if you looking, you know, if you should keep going or not. All right, for instance, say like back in the 60s, you can even say 70s. You and your friends, y'all jump in the car, you jump in the truck, you jump in the van, and say you in New York, y'all want to drive to Las Vegas. That's a nice drive, right? That'll be cool. That'll be fun. That'll be a journey. You know, you get to spend time with your people. You get to see new shit together, experience new shit together if you never did it before. You know, you get to meet new people. You know, along the way. And somewhere down the road at nighttime, something happens to the car. Car don't want to work no more. You don't have no cell phones. You don't have no cell phones. Yeah, but they even thought about. Yeah. As a matter of fact, they were thought about, but they just wasn't furnished to us. Mm. So now you're stuck on this dark road. This is your first time, you know, in your area. You don't know nobody. Nobody know you. And instead of just staying on the road, you know, maybe to see if another car come by that could actually give you a lift or at least let somebody know that you out there. Y'all decide to get out the car and start venturing to see if you run into a house or something. But you don't walk the highway till hopefully a car walk, you know, drive past y'all or a truck van and that person is, you know, secure on themselves to pick up people that they don't know out of the kindness of his or her heart to get y'all somewhere safe, you know, or at least to, you know, you know, a live destination where you're not just in the wilderness, unless you built for that. No, I decided to go off the road and cut through no paved land. You know, we're talking about no sidewalks, no path, no actual destination signs, stuff like that. So boom. In the beginning it's fun, a little spooky, you're laughing, you're poking at each other, whatever. You're jumping at the different noises that y'all hear. Because it's pitch black. None of y'all remember to pack a flashlight. Well, if you did, the batteries was dead. So you're really walking in darkness. I could, could walk into something, step on this rattlesnake, get caught by a scorpion, anything, Boom, and then your mind plays tricks on you too. 9 times out of 10, somebody got some type of paraphernalia with them. And it's lit. So, there's no lights out there. There were barely lights on the road that y'all was on. I see a little light in front of y'all, pretty far. But I see the light. It's faint, but it's light. Start walking towards the light. You don't want to start walking back because you don't know actually where back is because it's dark and y'all hard. Y'all laughing, you're talking, you're bullshitting to hopefully find safety. So, boom, walking towards the light. Get close. Now we're gonna say you get about like 2 blocks from the light. After 2 blocks from the light, you start to see figures moving. One, Preston. One, two y'all start screaming and yelling and making noise. Run into the images that's moving in front of y'all. Or you sit back and watch for a little minute. Right? Number 2, after you watch for a little minute, most likely you want to get a little closer so you can see what you want to see or what you need to see. Are you going to just walk straight, plain, and get a little closer, or you going to keep down? You going to, try to find something that you could hide behind, if you could get there, and peek from there, right? Hopefully you get there before something see you or someone see you, or like I said, you're going to just walk and pray to God nobody see you as you watch them to get a closer look. From however you did it, you're a lot closer now. Now you can fully make out the images. And it's 5. I'm gonna say it's 5 of us, right? It's 5 of us, and it's 7 of them. But they all massive. I mean massive. And they all got strange masks on. Not only that, you see them dragging bodies and shit. Even though they don't see you, you do got a little cover. You see what's going on. Are you going to still walk and get their attention, trying to get help so you could get to Las Vegas? Most likely no, right? Especially if you didn't, as soon as you see the cover of movement, start yelling, hey, hey, help, we need help, and run into them. And find out that's what you run into. Or be strategic, be smart, and saying, hold on, something is wrong here, okay. I'm happy that I do see light. I'm happy I do see movement. But at the same time, it's just safe. Just because you've seen light, just because you've seen movement, don't mean it's safe. This is what's going on. You're not weighing shit. You know, you want to look at something, look into something. You don't want to be lost in something. Because that, oh shit, oh, help, help. Run into them. That's being lost in something. You're not thinking, you're desperate, you just relieved, and your relief wasn't really a relief. Relief was your downfall or your nightmare. These are the things we go through in all types of ways. Not just a story, for instance. I'm just talking about how you need to weigh things. But getting back to it, this is how we all learn. We learn by sight. We learn by doing. We learn by exploring. But there's rules to everything. First rule of the game, use your brain at all times. It's survival. If you ain't using your brain, you'll be that one. Hey, hey, run it up. And when you get to them, or they get to you, you're gonna be like, oh, wow, the fuck. A lot of y'all. Hello. Which is it's funny saying and dramatizing it, but in real life, if it's happening to you, that shit is not funny. And this is the game right here. This is what it is. Now, this is real talk too. We got people that's scared of bullies, regular mortals like me and you. Could, they bleed red, you bleed red. You could get stabbed. Most likely they could get stabbed. You could get shot. Most likely they could get shot. And I'm not saying, I'm talking about being injured in these ways. And we scared of those individuals because we feel that they gonna do those type of things to us. And not realizing the same thing that they feel that they gonna do to you, you gonna also do to them. Not saying you want to, but who would you rather for it to happen to? You or them? Yeah, I know we're gonna have some ignorant motherfuckers that's gonna be like, yo, you out there telling people to do stuff. No, I'm not telling them to do nothing. I'm telling them to defend themselves. That's what you hear me saying. Defend yourself. Somebody trying to hurt you. And you have no choice but to stand your ground. Stand your ground, nigga. Like, not as a fact, but the reason why I was, how I got there, because I wanted to go here, which I'm about to do right now. We be scared. I'm gonna say we. We be scared of bullies. Whatever bully that we afraid of, or we don't want confrontation with. But the biggest bully of all, and he's not a bully, but if he decides to bully you, there ain't nothing that you could do. Even your bully. The one you scared of. Is definitely scared of him. And we got people out, got some bullies out here. I ain't scared of nobody. What the fuck? No, who you talking about? Bring him. Step here, nigga. Step here. Mm. God is the biggest bully. If he wants to. God to do whatever he wants. Who's going to tell him he can't? But yet, a lot of us don't fear him the way we fear our bullies. And your bullies are pathetic. Your bullies are actually more scared than you are. When somebody bullies somebody because they feel they can, or because they can, they weak, scared, and they trying to project that on somebody for everybody else to be scared of him or her, because they got you scared. Well, a couple of people scared. The more people that got scared, the more safer they feel. But they ain't safe. They scared. That's why they do what they do. Is to keep the real wolves or the real monsters offer them. It's just say, look, I'm one of y'all. Look, I'm one of y'all. In all reality, they ain't. And I just want to let the bullies know that real people that's strong, that real power, see what I see. You weak, and I ain't afraid to tell you. Let me give you something to think about. If all you had to do was to talk to your Heavenly Father, or Mother, Heavenly Mother, however you want to put it, the only thing they want us to do is talk to them, not them, to him or her. That's what I'm saying, them. Like how we talk to our friends, our lovers, our wife, our husband, our children, on some straight real shit. Somebody you don't have to pull the punches with. Somebody that you could truly tell them how you feel, and it won't take it as a disrespect. It would take as I hear you. And if you're right with whatever the topic is, you'll be granted that, because you going by his rules, and he can't go against his own rules, or she can't go against her own rules. So you could vent. Only thing you can't do is blaspheme, you know, like fuck you, God, and da da da. I don't, I don't think you want to be doing shit like that. Mm-hmm. You know, like if you know, I'm not even gonna see how the devil works. And only made me say some shit. No, I'm not even gonna say he made me. I almost said some shit from the lower vibration. And did you just see how I caught myself? I was getting really loud on the devil. On camera. But yeah, I hate liars. Yet I hate unjust shit, unloyal shit, unnecessary shit. And as you do this or those things, you basically asking him to answer you. This is how I feel. I need you to explain yourself. That's basically what you'll be doing. Which, you know, a lot of people will fear. Because it is, God, But I tell you, it's good to do. Because when you do stuff like that, He's going to answer you. As many times that a situation happens or we feel a certain type of way, and unconsciously or consciously, we say, Lord, please don't let whatever that happened to such and such happen to me. Please, please have mercy. Please help me. When such and such, and we expect instant gratification. That's one. Two, as we expect an instant gratification, He answers us. And because we're looking for it to come as a certain way, we don't hear it. God can talk to you in many ways. You just got to be genuine into talking to Him. And a lot of times, when we do call upon Him, it's always in a time of need, in a time of stress, in a time of damnation of maybe a real severe kind. But yet we ignore Him all day, every day, until we need Him. That's when we bawling, snot nose, red eyes, hooping and hollering for saving, or for salvation. Now, I just painted a picture, and we all know that picture to be true. If you're in denial, so be it. I'm not the one holding that weight. That shit ain't sitting on my back. It ain't sitting on my shoulders. It's not in my hands. It's on yours. I want to see how long you hold it. And the funny part is, we got some of y'all out there right now. As you know, I just said that. Okay, I hold that. Ain't nothing. It's good. And I find it funny. Not because you can't. Not saying that you can't endure and hold it for however long you decide to hold it for. But holding anything of any weight for too long starts to affect, starts to bother, starts to be uncomfortable. You holding the weight, trying to impress people. Try to, look at me, I can endure, I can endure. And I commend you. Endurance could be, a vital champion when it's used right. But me, if I did have that weight, I'd have sat it down. Why carry something that you don't need? Why hold something that you don't need? I don't want to hold that weight. No matter what weight it is, and weight means situation. I don't want to hold that. I don't want to hold that negative energy for whatever, or that, nasty energy for whatever, that was done or experienced or holding that shit. Look at me, I'm strong. Knowing damn well that shit killing you. Knowing damn well that shit, like, look at me, I'm strong. Knowing damn well that shit is killing you. And then soon as nobody looking, oh shit, oh my god, oh shit, he about to turn around. Look at me, oh, I'm strong as ever. Man, at the end of the day, your salvation is for you and your lineage, your bloodline. And that's only if you're a curse breaker. If you're a curse breaker in your lineage, then it's for you and your bloodline. If you a regular person, it's strictly for you. That's your salvation. If you saved, and I'm not. Can you save me? If I'm saved and you not, can I save you? What's crazy is we want someone, something, some God to save us. And if you want to talk about gods, and I put, an S on it as a pure saying, because we all got different nationalities, and each nationality has a different name for their breed of human. And I know that was a deep sense. Breed of human. We all know what we call cats. But do all cats look alike? Yeah, in a sense. And no, in a sense, right? Yeah, all cats look like a stealthy, four-legged, long-tailed creature with pointy ears, night vision eyes, like to chase mice, real agile. They got claws, right? But then you got the different breeds. You got the tiger, you got the Siberian tiger, you got the Bengal tiger, you got the panther, you got the jaguar, you got the lynx, you got the puma, you got the cheetah, you got the lion. Right? And then you can start breaking down the little cats, the domestic cats, the household pets. So we are the cats of different and with different breeds. So, like getting back to what I just said, human breed. Instead of us looking at us as human, we want to call ourselves African American, West Indian, Jamaican, Trinidadian, um, Dominican, Cuban, Spanish, Mexican, Taino, you know, you know, Indian. You got a lot of those. like Africans. Got a lot of those. Different breeds of Africans. You understand? So, different breeds of all. You got breeds within breeds of humans right now. So, you gotta get it together. You really do. If you don't, he's gonna gather you up. He's gonna sort us out. Some is going to the flame. But I don't want y'all to get thrown in the flame. I don't want to get thrown in the flame. And the people that want me thrown in the flame, that's why you get thrown in the flame. Be careful of our intentions for our brothers and sisters, for our sons and daughters, for our moms and pops, for our friends, for our lovers. It's serious. Because as we do unto them, we actually do unto us. And the only thing God wants us to do is to constantly get into His Word. And if you read it or heard it 800 billion times to an infinity fold, times infinity fold, and watch how you transform. It will truly transform you. You don't even have to read His Word. We got audio books now. Put it in your ear. Just listen and listen and listen and listen and listen. And each story, put the main character as you. You live in that part. How would that person feel? How was that experience would be if I was in that situation and had the opportunity to save myself through the Lord. If an angel came right now down and told you, don't go to such and such place tonight, would you still go? I know a lot of people right now would say no, they wouldn't go because the angel told me. Yeah, I know. I got you waiting for it. Now, say, I'm sorry, must have not meant to be said, or at least not at this time. But if you get into his word and actually listen, and I believe I've been getting more out of it by hearing it than reading it, even though either way is getting put in you, especially when you're making your business to have some real understanding of it, some real understanding of it. And each story, the main character is a legend. The words that they speak, the words that they say, and you hear rejoice in the Lord, sing to the Lord, have praise to the Lord, holy, 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 holy. Have you seen how all of his followers, the good and just, the sinful, which we all sinful, but the good and the bad, he pulled up and showed them the way. And if you really listen to their testimonies, as you hear them say, how holy are you, how glorified are you, how would you call it? There's nobody above you, and these was their real feelings about their God, about how they seen him. And then you're going to say, how did they see him? They seen him by how he moved in their lives. If he was in physical form or wasn't. Right? Off and on in my life as I was growing up, well, having these and other deep conversations on one's perceivings of certain things. I was told that I have a calling, like You should go. You got the preacher calling on you, and that's something I've never seen you doing. Something that for some reason, with all the love that I have for my Lord, that I couldn't see myself in that position, sacrificing myself for what we got going on around us. But yet I'm here, not preaching like a preacher in the church, but I am preaching my Lord. I am bigging up my God. I am raising him because he's raising me. He's raising me. When you read the Bible or hear the Bible, don't take it as you hearing the story or you being chastised. Everything that the Lord does, good or bad, is for the ultimate good. Every hardship, every heartbreak, every confusion, every misunderstanding is and was a correction. If you still doing stuff that's petty, stuff that we used to do as kids, well, it should be that way. Something that we used to do, but we got people in my age and older are still doing the same things that they were doing when they was my age and younger. That's incredible and sad. No growth, no understanding. But yet, was a man, and I mean the man, absolute respect, not because of who they are, but because you're senior. Don't get me wrong. I tell everybody, honor your seniors, honor your mother and father. As you honor them, they should be honoring you. And if they ain't honoring you, There's no need to honor them because you already gave them the honor and they didn't give you back honor. So they lose it or you lose it for them. Now they have no honor. And then if you have honor and you claim somebody else, you truly have honor, and you claim somebody else don't have honor, because you have honor, everybody know that your word is honorable. And I know that killed somebody. It kills a lot of people that's in my situation just now. I was a straight headshot with a tank with a tank shell. There's a couple of them, more than a couple of them, that's getting hit like that with this one. With that here. We receive the energy that we give. And if we give them pure, positive, potent energy, and all we're giving back is the exact opposite. Don't woo-hoo. Don't woo-hoo. Don't boo-hoo. Don't complain. Don't be upset. Be happy as fuck. Rejoice. You are hated by the world. And if you hated by the world, you favored by your God. I'm going to leave y'all with that one. All love, all blessings to God's people. All love, all blessings to the ones that's lost. And I'll see you in the AM.